So here we are looking at the bus. Well, what's left of the bus. Yeah, I lifted her off in one big lift with the hoist. Love those bend pack hoists. But she's a shorty. This is gonna stay here all winter like this. And I'm just gonna fill her up with scrap metal and then take her in. I got a scrapyard just, well, a shredder, about 10 minutes down the road. So that's where this guy is going. I was lucky enough that the front was already pretty picked off already because it was in a front end collision. See, I have another bus right beside it. I always buy them when I see them, especially if they're cheap, like these two were. So yeah, this is all I had to do is unhook a few things, and she just came right off. And cut 12 bolts underneath. I just cut the bolts, and she lifted right off. My new scrap vehicle. Awesome. So there you have it. That's the donor. So now I finished working on people's grocery getters. Now it's time to play with my own toys. Fun. So here is the chassis from the short bus. I got some work to do ahead of me here. I got to cut the old heavy duty bumper off, and I got to cut the mounts. The gas tank is full too. I wouldn't wonder what it costs to fill that big tank. It's full. So yeah, I did a few rough measurements, and the back of the cab is going to be right about here. So I'm going to be cleaning off all of these original mount to the frame and making new ones like I did on that 50 Chevy there for the girlfriend. So I'll pretty much be doing the same thing. And there's the engine there. That is a 6-liter and a 4L80E. I'm not cutting the frame at all this time. I did it on every other one. I'm not doing it this time. I'm just gonna make do with what I have. So basically what I've measured so far is I'm gonna need a 10-foot box. So I'm either gonna find a 10-foot box, because apparently you can get these in 6, 8s, 9s, and 10, no, not 10s, 12s boxes for the 50s trucks. So I'll put the word out and hopefully I can scrounge one. So I'm gonna bring this thing into the shop, get rid of all of this electric stuff, get rid of it, get it gone, and the rad is gone. Clean it up a bit, and these horns, I figure I gotta cut about 6 inches off there. I measured it already roughly. So those mounts are gone as well. So I'm gonna have to make a new support across here for the rad cradle and the front cab mount to mount. So it shouldn't be that hard. And yeah, all this electrical's got to go. I got a standalone harness already for her. And this one was a score and a half. This one here is the throttle body is drive-by cable, not wire. Bonus. So yeah, I got the CN rims on here already. They bring it in a lot, as you can see. That's like my secret. These 19.5s, they really suck it to the body, so I don't have to extend the wheel wells on the back. And they also fill the front wheel wells, because those 50s trucks, they always have those big wheel wells. So they fill it nicely, and they look good. Then I can even put those spikes on the lug nuts and stuff just to make it look badass. Yep, no extending nothing. No shortening anything. This is going to be a fast, simple build. And this only has 200K on it, like it just rolled 200K. This whole chassis and bus. So winner there. Well, let's get in the shop and start cleaning her up. So here's a little walk around, more like look up, on the underside of this truck. I got some cleanup to do here as well. I gotta get rid of an old fuel line, whatever this is, and I have to trim these because they're gonna hit the frame. So I'll just trim them right there and along the rail there, and then off on both sides. And these front splash guards, these are always a pain, these guys, because this thing would have a straight axle in her, eh? So now I'm having those like shock towers and stuff, so these are always in the way. So from the 57 I just follow the frame rail now. I just go straight across up to this point here, and then I'll just cut it around it and down. So I'll do that on both sides. It's just easier, and my test fits go quicker. And yeah, here's the front mount here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna heat this up because there's like a welded nut on the inside. So I'm just gonna put some heat on there, and hopefully I can get that out. And then I'm gonna drill a hole in the top and run a bolt, nut and bolt through here, and call that done, and a little rubber pad. And I'm gonna use the original mount holes here. There's a couple places I need to repair on this guy, like this little hole here. Same on the other side. And right here, there's a little patch that needs to be fixed. But other than that, oh yeah, and I gotta take out this dog house here. Oh yeah. I think this is the gas pedal that needs to go. Steering column's still in, so yeah, I got to get rid of this dog house. And then this here, I'm going to take this out too. I'm going to make a new one. And there's somebody butchered the floor here on both sides. I don't know what they did there. Looks like they used a torch. So yeah, I got a little bit of work to do ahead of me here. So I'm going to bring her down. I'm going to get rid of the dog house first, and all this, that. And then I'm gonna get cracking on that frame, cleaning that up. Let's get at her. So we got her in. It's exciting. Got her in. Looks pretty huge, eh? But it's a big truck. It's a big, big truck, so everything's gonna be big on it. I'm gonna start by cutting the bumper off, shorten her up a bit, and then I'm gonna go after all of these wires here, clean off all that LS stuff, take the rat out. Got a nice aroma here in the shop today. The smell of old gas from the old truck. You can just smell that stuff like miles away. So I'm gonna get cutting here on this bumper, get that out of my life, and then move forward. All right, let's go. There you have it. Now it's a good 6 inches even shorter now. Inch by inch, we're getting there, inch by inch. Now time to move forward and get rid of some wires and extra heater lines that went to a rear heat. So moving forward, let's go. there you have it. It was a busy weekend around here at J Rides. We got the 58 LCF on the school bus chassis. It's not mounted or nothing. And I'm still not even happy. I think it should go a little bit lower, the cab. I think so. Just a little bit. Maybe if it's just an inch. Right now it's just sitting on the cutouts at the front. But it fits really nice on those cutouts. So I think I'm gonna drop it to maybe this line right there. Give me another 1.25 inches, possibly. I'm gonna use the original rad. Here, let's open this up. That's a hood. There's the LS motor. It's far back in there, eh? It's like the old Monte Carlo where you had the garbage pail in here for a fan shroud. So I'm gonna use the original rad. There you go. So this is rough. I'm gonna make my mounts. The next video will be me making the mounts and welding everything, and I'll lift this cab to the roof like I did on that 50 Chev. Gonna put the Hydro Boost brakes in. There's lots of room on this one. I'm not used to it with those regular COEs. You got like no room there. You have to actually make a box sometimes and set it inside the booster. So this is gonna be an easy one. Oh, I got a little rust hole to fix. Easy peasy. And when I have it up, I'm gonna hook up my standalone harness to it so it's just easier. Put the computer probably in the firewall here this time, not under the dash. So yeah, it was a busy weekend. It's nice to finally see this thing on the chassis and not hanging around the yard. And look, this was a factory green. I'm not sure what this color is, but it's kind of grown on me, this green, like an aqua. And here's the inside with the LS motor sticking through. So I'm gonna have to make my own tunnel there. I was hoping that this one would work, but it's not even close. This LS is just the way things are. I'm gonna have to make myself a doghouse. So that will be another episode. And I gotta change that panel there at the top. She's rusty. But other than that, she's pretty clean. A couple spots of rust on the cab corners on the very bottom there. A couple bubbles. Well, yeah, 4x4, just holding the cab in place at the height that I was thinking of. But I'm actually gonna drop it another 1.25 inches for sure. And I'm not cutting this frame like I normally do and shorten it to fit a box. Forget it, I'm not doing it. This time I'm going to buy a box and maybe stretch the center of it. If I can get a nice complete box, even if it's a 6-footer, I'll make new sides. But we'll see what we can find, because it's actually 10 feet from there to there. And they actually have 10-foot boxes for these trucks. So I'm just gonna look around, and knowing my luck, I'll find one. I got really good luck when it comes to finding that kind of stuff. Yeah, I can cut it pretty much right at the perch here, so I got lots of room to play. Yeah, so this thing's got a 6-liter in it and a 4L80E transmission and a massive gas tank. It's huge. All the catalytic converters are in there. All the O2s. And then 19.5 CN rims. So yeah, that's what was going on here at J Rides. I'm sore. I'm gonna rest for a couple days, and then I'm gonna get back at her. Again, like I said, I'm gonna make a video of me doing the cab mounts. Pretty much the same way I did that 50 Chev. It's just easier, looks good, works well. And I have the stuff, so we're gonna do it that way. So that is the update on the 1958 Chevy LCF. Cool, eh? I want to try to use the steering wheel out of the 2006 bus as well. brake pedals and that. Yep. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Yes.